Sup guys, it's your boy, Anime God, or better known as the Big Loser, and today's video is gonna be, what if Naruto's the Harem King? And today's video is gonna be an 18 only what if, or my viewers that know about sex. So if you're not that age, you better get out, cause I'm gonna put a title, 18 only. If you know about these things, you can watch it. But if you don't, get out. No, just get out. Don't click on the video. If you're holy, if you're a saint, if you want to keep your mind young, do not watch this. Just don't. So, let me explain. The way this is gonna happen is that when the nine-tailed fox is gonna be roaming a goddess, specifically goddess Freya, is gonna tell me, the god of everything. It's like, I want a successor, and he's like, but what type of successor do you want? I want someone to be the harem god, and then I say, probably he can take up my mantle if I retire. And he says, yeah, that is true, but he will have to go through certain trials to prove himself. Okay. And then this is where they see baby Naruto. And they're like, that kid is going to be a great successor. They both agree, and then all the gods are like, how about we join them secretly? And then they all go down. Well, this is where the goddess, all the gods bestowed Naruto their gifts. Without the god of gods know, but Freya doesn't know. So they all go back up, and then all the gods pretend like they were doing nothing, like. And then this is where Naruto's gained a lot of power, cause the power that I gave him was way too much for him. Was gonna make him the strongest being on Earth already, but with him gaining that much power, it's exponential. So now Naruto's gonna be OP as fuck. And so now Kushina and everything that's supposed to happen happens, and this is where. Let's skip to when Naruto's about 3, walking through the village. Naruto doesn't really get hated. Wait, guys, I have to do something. Naruto's not hated because his looks. All the girls are loving him. Even some boys are turning gay. But these guys are there's no one important to the story, but they're turning gay. And hold up. I'm bored. So no one really picks on Naruto. Naruto is way more smarter than everybody. No one hates him, and this is where some jealous people come, and they're like, how is he getting all the girls? And they decide to try to gang up on Naruto, because Naruto's what dropped his bracelet, and it starts rolling down an alley, a dark, twisted alley. And this is where the people start following him, and they like, not so protected now, kid, are you? And then he's like, I guess you're here to try to beat me up. I can tell from the way you smell and your characteristics. Well, I want a light up to happen. And he's already behind them, neck chopping them. And they all 5 of the men fall to the ground. And Naruto just walks out with the bracelet on his hand. And then he goes home. He eats everything. And now let's skip all the way to the graduation. And this is where Naruto, let's let's boost Naruto's age. He's supposed to be a lot older. Like, this is the point where he's allowed to have sex. And he goes, and all the girls are looking at him. They're getting wet as fuck. Like, they're like, and then they sit down. They feel, they look at Naruto. All the girls are fangirling. And Sasuke's a girl in this. So, oh my fucking god. So all the girls are getting wet. And Naruto's like, and he sees a lot of clear stuff on the ground. And he's like, I think someone has spilled the water. And then, cause he's still kind of dull. And all the girls like, and they're like, even Sasuke's even moaning. He's like, he's imagining himself fucking Naruto. So this is where Naruto sits down. And this is where their first teacher. And it's actually a girl. It's a female. Not a Ruka, because they have a homeroom teacher. And they talk about stuff while their teacher walks in. They have fun, like, during that time. Like, you can do what you want. You can eat breakfast at homeroom. So they're doing that. This is where all the girls walk near Naruto with bento boxes. They all give Naruto their food. And Naruto says, I cannot eat all of this. Will you guys mind? Would you mind come eating the food with me?
You're doing a video?
Yep, I'm. What? No. You see me talking to my phone.
No, I'm sorry.
Shh. And then Naruto's like, I cannot eat this on my own. And then they like,
please feature my channel.
shh.
Feature my channel because I was here.
Well, guys, I'm sorry for my brother. He has a channel. He doesn't do what ifs. It's just that he has a channel. It's called Devil Drip. Subscribe to Devil Drip. And they're like, well, I guess we can eat this with you, but would you accept our food? Some of the girls shaking, warming up their legs while they, like, thing when you see in the anime where when they're moving their legs like that. And this is where the female teacher calls up Naruto, and he's like, excuse me, Naruto? The principal wants to see you. And this is where she says in a kind of horny voice, Naruto? Like a sweet, innocent, horny voice. And he's like, okay, Miss Lavelle. No, Miss Leviathan. And he goes, walking with his, let's say he had some condoms in his pocket, just ninja condoms, just in case, because he knows that girls be on that shit. So, because he once heard some kid's parents told him to bring condoms to school just in case. And he does what the parents told the kid. So he brought condoms. No, never mind. No condoms. I'm just kidding. Because he's a kid. No, he cannot get no STDs. He cannot get no, he can't get any diseases. That's what I'm trying to say. So he goes to the principal's office. And this is where the principal says, Naruto, I see you've been doing exponentially well. I see that you're one of our new students in the class. He's like, yes, I believe so. And then she's like, well, I do this to all my students. I need you to come over here and have sex with me, if you know what that means. He says, but she's like, do it. I'll make sure. I'll give you anything if you just do it with me. And Naruto says, okay, Miss Principal. And this is where I'm giving you guys all the detail. Don't. I'm not skipping out. This is my first 18 and only hentai video, so I'm just gonna inform you guys what's gonna happen. So Naruto goes up, and then he takes off his pants, and he opens up her. She takes off her panties and everything. Then Naruto puts his dick inside the vagina, and then he's pushing it in and out, in and out. And she's like, that feels so good. But quietly, because she doesn't want anybody else hearing. So he's going in and out. He's like, that feels so right there. And this is where she turns around. She's like, can you put it in there? And then this is where she's just like, okay, teacher. And he goes in. He's like this. Like that. And the teacher's like, harder. And then she's like, I can't take it anymore. Let me suck it. And she's like, because he has the holy cock. And she gets on her knees and she's now sucking it because it's really big. And she's getting her spit all over it. And this is where Naruto like pushes her head in and out. And she's like, yes, more, daddy. Like that. And Naruto's like, you want more? And this is where Naruto releases the cum. The juicy cum. And she tastes it. And this is where she's rubbing it around her mouth. And she's like, yes. And then she drinks it. She's like, I need you to release your honey, your nectar all over my body. And this is where Naruto's like, okay, Miss Principal. And Naruto just opens up her ass and it's like, and then starts going, and then he releases it again. And this is where she's like, oh my god, I don't want this to stop. And this is where it takes an hour. The teacher is not like calling him, like going to go check up on him, because she knows what the principal's doing. And all the female teachers agree to it as long as they get a piece of Naruto too. So Naruto, and then when Naruto and her are done, she's like, you can. And this is where Naruto's like, I like to do one last thing before we're done. And he grabs her boobies and starts sucking them. And he's like, she's moaning. She's moaning real loud. Not loud, but like enough for him to hear. And then she's like, I guess that's it, Naruto. It's time for you to head back to class. And she looks at the time. She looks at the time and she's like, I thought that was 5 minutes, but it's been an hour. It's like, you gotta head to class. And Naruto gets his clothes on quickly and starts rushing to class. And then so when Naruto gets to class, he's like, sorry, I'm late. The principal's talking to me about a lecture. She's like, she had me do orientation earlier because I told her that I'm not going to be here on tomorrow for orientation. And this is where she's like, oh, and the teacher's kind of like, okay, good lie. This is when she's like, all the students are like, why aren't you going to be here for orientation? Because I have somewhere I want to be. And I can't really do it. So, and they are all understanding. And then Naruto's like, sits back down. And then he sees a small, like, let's say, so it's actually, let's say that he had night classes. And the power turns off in that place. And this is where his pants is suddenly pulled down. And then let's say he has tunnel vision. And he looks and he sees, let's say he sees Sasuke, the female version. And she looks at Naruto and Naruto looks at her. and she starts sucking on his dick. And she's sucking on it, and then he's kind of moaning, and then he says, I think you guys need to get that checked out. And this is where all the girls start pouncing on him, because they all know where he's at, where he's located, and all of them are filling up his body. Some are licking him, some are biting his ear, even the teacher's on it, and some are pushing the desk, and some are even sucking on him, and some are even touching him, and then they're like, and this is where Naruto looks at all of them, and he sees that how they're doing this to him, and then all the boys are like, teacher and everybody, where are you guys? And then when the lights turn off, everybody suddenly rushes back to his seat. Sasuke's still underneath the table, still sucking it like a champ. She's like, really go and got it. And then, cause Naruto tried to push her off, but her head game's on point, so he really can't do anything. So she's sucking on it, his holy cock. She's even looking at it. She's like, and then she starts biting it, like, not like hard, but like taking a small bite of it. Not like to hurt him, but to satisfy him. And he's feeling good. And he's like, by his face, you can tell something's up. And then this is where everything stops. And the lights go off again. And Sasuke moves the desk and gets out the way. And goes back to his seat. Her seat, I mean. And how long has this been going up for? I think, I'm just gonna end it here. If you guys like the video, better like and subscribe.